My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived two deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Is complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right?
I was so shit in the crowd looking around the place, so crowded, foreign guests all over the place. And I get it, I invented it, and I stuck it on Ellis Kume, and it stuck. And I get it, I invented it, and I stuck it on Ellis Kume, and it stuck. It stuck. Today did I get it still on Ellis Kume? It was something I invented. It was something I invented. It was something I invented. And the way I did it, I called somebody from Atlanta, where you are living. So I created a story, and I called the person and attached the person name to it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I created a story, and I called the person and attached the person name to it. The person is a big Liberian guy too. You say, yeah, my man, I will tell you the truth. So I used that person as a reference. That information, so that's what we did. Yeah, so that I'm not confident that whole gating I invented it. Yeah, so that I'm not confident that whole gating I invented it. And what's gonna pick working right? Publish that story, the one about his wife and everything. Shit.
Okay, first of all, complete bullshit, complete nonsense. But there's this what I call sort of vicious lie about the fact that Mr. Kobe is gay or bring gay lifestyle to Liberia. It's complete bullshit. When people can accuse you of stealing people's money, when they can accuse you of being involved in war, anything, people don't make up stuff. They don't make up shit. Excuse my language, right? So it's complete nonsense. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if I'm sure you were here, right? You play in the game, right? I'm married to Teresa, 2 children, 5 grandchildren. I believe in traditional family values, so it's complete bullshit, complete nonsense. And let's dispel that tonight in this forum, and as I've done in many other forums. But let me address that one.
Testing 1 2. Okay, I don't know if you can hear me. All right. Okay, I got the microphone fixed. My Bluetooth jump off, and I will be joining Siddiqui soon. I just waiting to see what is going on there. Okay, guys. Let me. Okay, I'm trying to bring Siddiqui on. Sorry, please. Okay, guys. All these things is all internet thing, and we gotta. It's not easy. When you send this one, they say this is not working. You send this other one, they say it's not working. And so let us just take a quick break.
If I join your party that fall, now why you call us me? I think you call us me with everybody. My Liberian people, who you want?
Hey, what's up? This is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Join me in Providence, Rhode Island, and let us celebrate with the ANC Global East Coast family for a summer extravaganza 2023, July 21st to the 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. It is a fundraiser. We must protect our vote. On Friday, it's a meet and greet. On Saturday, a mini tournament. And on Saturday, there will be a ball where we'll have the fundraiser. And on Sunday, we will have a church service at the Tabernacle Baptist Church. And also, we will have a cookout. Come and celebrate with the CPP, the Liberty Party, and the ANC. Come and support your candidate, Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky, the Fixer 1 and Fixer 2. Come with the money. Come with the checkbook. I will see you in Rhode Island. Your MC is Munel Kishen, aka the General. So come, let us put our money where our mouth is. We must support Alex Cummings and Charlene Bronsky as the next leader of Liberia Camp, October 10, 2023. I love you all. CPP, ANC, Liberty Party, all the way.
Now we are one. We are one. My Liberian people, we are one. Our market women crying, we are one.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Thank you. And all the guys are ready and prepared. How are you, Sidiki, this morning and this afternoon? How are you, Atta, and my two guests in studio? How are you guys doing today?
Yeah, good, good. Doing good.
Okay, are you live now?
Yeah, sure. We are live on the radio. We are live. So let's go to studio
Okay,
B
good.
there and hear from both Alex and Sandra.
Okay, that
Okay, Alex,
sounds
how are
really
you?
great.
Good afternoon, Alex. Good afternoon,
Yeah, good
Cedric.
afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, Alex. Let me just greet everyone in Radio Land. Good afternoon, and good morning to those of you who on the other side. And this is the general show. This show is all about the youth. It's all about the young people. It's about people who on the other side. It's about the independent people, people who have not made up their mind yet. It is time for you to make up your mind and make your mind up because I think we got less than 90, next than 85 days to go to elections. It's all about Liberia, and we want to make a disclaimer. Whatever we say here represent us. It has nothing to do with the True FM family, and this is 96.1 and on True FM. If you are in Grand Bassa County, all the way going to Maryland, you are in. Let us have a good conversation. Okay, let's go straight into it. Alex, how are you today, man?
Well, I'm grateful.
Okay, Alex, introduce yourself. Who are you? And I want to hear from yourself. I don't want to nobody to tell you nothing. Who are you? Where you from? And what do you do for us? Or what you do for your people? Okay, Sidiki, go ahead. I think I lost them. It
So
looked like they got to come back on.
we're trying to bring them on, but it's good for so and we want you to open your mind, live very fully, because we are here to bring the message of real change in the country. About no job,
You
suffering.
you breaking up,
So
Sidiki. I don't
the
know
way
if
the
it's not
country is,
Sidiki. You are breaking up. You are breaking up. You are breaking up. Yes, you're breaking up.
I get it.
I hear you, but you're breaking up, Sidiki. You freeze up. Oh, I don't know what's happening.
You have to check the audio. Maybe, I don't know. But clear on the video, clear. On the video, I don't think we should understand.
Yeah, you'll be clear on the radio, but our internet using us, Sidiki.
So keep following first. We have some. So for those of you listening to us
Yeah,
on
you'll
the
be
radio,
clear. I'm
sorry.
clear on this side, but you right now you freeze up. How about saying you freeze up right now? I don't know. You're not even shaking.
I'm not.
You break Siddiqui. It's not from my end. It has nothing to do with this. It's the internet. Either the internet is bad on that side. But I can hear myself loud and clear here.
Okay, let me talk you again.
But let's go. Just continue to talk. Continue. If you can, but you can hear me loud and clear. Eh? You can hear me. Okay, guys, and we're having a little internet problem, and we're having a little internet problem. So
Okay, guys, let me see if I can. Yes, it's an internet problem there, right there. Internet. It's not from me. It's not from me. It's from the studio. I think Siddiqui will have to go and get the modem because I don't think we can depend on. Okay, that's the internet going on. Right. Okay, guys, let's continue from here. When people listening online already, and I put a post up yesterday. Let me make the you people to understand here. Maybe you don't understand what they call fair game. If you can't stand the heat, leave the kitchen. If you cannot stand the heat, leave the kitchen. I enjoy you guys when you come under my live and under my post and make statement that you think will satisfy you. And it is shameful to see women insulting. A woman came out yesterday, called herself, whether you know me or not, you insult my mind, you insult my pa, you insult my children, it won't do nothing to me. It won't do nothing. If you come, let me make it clear to you. You come under my post, and even I put a post up this morning, and someone said, when since you put a post up, only 2% comment. Do you think I wish for people to comment? I want for you to read. I'm not looking for your ideas. I'm asking you to make a comment. Fine. I don't just make comment on people. But if anyone think you can just come and insult me, especially a woman, a woman, a woman coming on your post, that is the shameful and disgraceful. You people think that you are entitled. We are nobody because you were there for 12 years. It's a fair game. It's all on the internet. The meaning of www is World Wide Web. People calling me yesterday, oh, you're not supposed to post this. If you can't stand the heat, you leave the kitchen. If you don't want your life to be public, then remain private. Maybe sometimes you don't understand. You go to school for nothing. I posted this picture and that thing, and I stand by it. And guess what? They themselves confusing us now. The other lady said that Mr. Bwaka will be attending his grandson wedding. Mo Ali said something different, that Mr. Bwaka will be attending his son wedding. So you see, because you guys lie too much. You lie too much. That is your problem. You think you're entitled to this wonderful power. Oh, Miss, nothing in your post about Mr. Cummings, about Alex Cummings, but you confused, and we'll continue to ask you. Show us the medical report of Mr. Bwaka. Show it to us. Let us know. Tell us his health, if he's strong enough. Okay, I got Siddiqui back on again. Let's see. Maybe you can hear me, Siddiqui?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You hear me now?
I can hear you now loud and clear. Yep. You are clear. Okay, where's the other guys?
Yeah, Arthur is working on it. Instead of B to bring those guys on.
Okay. Okay, so let's take something. Siddiqui, you saw there's information trending all over the internet concerning Mr. Bwaka coming to the States. You heard about that, eh?
Yeah, he's going to be leaving today. So, JMB will be traveling to the state today. Even though the UP executive tried to make it appear like he's going for a fundraiser, but we don't believe that, because a few weeks ago, Mr. Costa came up and make it clear to the Liberian people that Ambassador Bwaka should be doing the surgery. And because of some UP executive not trusting Costa, and so they had to cancel that. And so now he's going to be leaving today to go to the States. Yeah, that's true. It's confirmed. So he'll be traveling today.
Okay. Okay. But Siddiqui, let me say this. Don't let no one, when I posted the about Mr. Bwaka coming to the States, and they said that Mr. Bwaka was coming for a fundraiser. There's no fundraiser going on in Minnesota. people in Minnesota don't even know about any fundraiser. But you see, the Liberian acts. But what some of our Liberian people don't know, especially the so-called educated ones, who try to push things on the table, asking for a candidate health record, there's nothing wrong. You want us to give you the job, but you can't tell us how well you are. It's in the Constitution, Article 63, that you don't need to replace the president when he's dead. If the president having any and health issue that would interfere with his job, we need to know that person can be replaced. You want us to vote for you, but you can't tell us the truth. Sickness is not for one person. Anybody can get sick, but don't pretend as if you're entitled to this job, that this job is around you, that we depending on you. We got a lot of other qualified Liberians. If Mr. Cummings have a health issue, he will have to get out of the race. If Mr. Buya has a health issue, he must get out of the race. Few months back, I heard Mr. Costa and the UP people running all over the airwave about the president not feeling well. The president got a kidney problem. Maybe the president took care of it. But we saw the president bouncing. Look, not because we don't want this president, but I know my candidate I'm serving, that I'm supporting, Alex Cummings, is healthy. His health record is clean. Anything can happen to him, but it is a fair game. It is a fair game. We want to know how our candidates are sitting or standing. Now they're lying to us. I just saw a post again that Mr. Bwaka will be coming for his grandson. Mr. Bwaka coming for his son wedding. So they are confusing us, my Liberian people. Mr. Bwaka went to Ghana. They cannot tell us who they met in Ghana. Okay, but let's say this. Look at the government that we got today. This government cannot show us anything. How many jobs they created, and how many Zogos they took from the street, how many youth they empower. They cannot tell us nothing, but they want us to re-elect them. So what we are saying to Liberian people, these two parties are not good for Liberia. They continue to pretend the only slogan they get to give, they are insulting each other. The best alternative is CPP. Alex Cummings, Charlene Bronskin. The ticket is clean. The ticket has an idea, an agenda, and they're telling us what they can do. We are tired. We cannot sit there and allow another 6 years or bring in another group of people who's created the problem. And they say a rescue train. How can you be on a rescue train when there's no train track in Liberia? How can you go and rescue us when you don't even have a plan? What is your plan? What is your plan for education, health, and job creation? What are you going to do? They can't tell us anything, my people. That is why we are in a race. But they're rooting us out. They believe that CDC and UP entitled to power in Liberia. No, it is wrong. All the other 20 candidates, all the 18 candidates are entitled to power in Liberia. Yes, according to the Constitution, it is their right to contest. So I don't worry if you bring 20 candidates. That's what the Constitution says. To push us around and bring poverty to our nation, we must speak out. If you can't stand the heat, leave the kitchen. If you don't want your life to be in public, go back into private sector. Because once you want a job, we will ask you about your health bill. We will ask you the necessary question. They are not ready. They are not ready. Come in, Sidiki.
Jeremy.
Okay.
Hello,
Okay. Let's see if these guys. I can hear you loud and clear, Sidiki.
Okay, good. Let's go to Studio B and we can hear those guys from over there, Alex and Sunshine. Alex, are you hearing us? You
okay, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah. Alex was it? Alex, you because you far from the microphone. Anyway, it's okay. You the secretary from the youth, eh?
No.
The coordinator of District 6.
Oh, you from District 6. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Alex is from District 6. Wow, why everyone of you call yourself Alex? You're trying to take Mr. Cummings' name now because I heard that when you were born, I think they call you Joseph too.
Not so, really. That was a name given me by my parents.
Okay. So Alex, tell me, you in District 6. You are right in the heart of the president era. So tell me, what are some of the things you guys been doing in that district? Or even people who have not decided yet. What's some of the work you guys are doing, especially in the youth era? Like, and just tell me some of the things you've been doing that you're going to go back and reawaken yourselves because campaign will soon start.
Okay, thank you. You know, District number 6 is one of the biggest districts in Moserado, and I'm the coordinator for District number 6. But firstly, I want to say thank you to my honorable lawmaker, Honorable Martin Sekula. We have structured the district into a zone, and we came up with 22 zones. At 22 zones, we also share it into a region, 2 regions. We broke those zones down into a blocks. We have 118 blocks. We also created a form that our zonal leaders have their various blocks leader, and those blocks leaders have their own structure. I will go and mobilize about 15 influentials, young person, to be able to join the campaign team. So when you time that, we have close to 2,000 plus as a leader in District number 6.
Okay. So are you confident that the work you guys have done in District 6, you would elect Martin Kola as your representative and elect the CPP, you elect Mr. Cummings and Charlene Bronsky? Are you telling us that you have done a lot or you got more work to do in that place?
Definitely. Look, to tell you, when it comes to District number 6 politics, we are 50 to 60% having assurance that Martin Kola will be elected comes October 10, and that of our president, incoming president, Mr. Cummings, because the structure is laid out in every community. Anywhere you turn in a district, we have our structure. That's why when people going around like the current lawmaker are just laughing at him, because he has failed the district. There's a man who people who made him, he turned his back on them. There's a man who has lied to the people over the period of time. Let me just tell you a form. During the voter registration, this current lawmaker, Ernest, who rejected the name as a rabbi, but when election is coming around, he goes around telling people he is a rabbi. And now I'm calling upon all the pastors of the district to know that this man is a failure, this man is a liar, this man is a BM. He will come around and cajole people and say he is a rabbi. So all of the pastors, I'm calling upon you to not allow your family to even vote that man, because he has failed. This man had joined the CDC. So this man, what he did in 2017, he went to GSA. At that time, GSA was having 16 communities. He promised each of those community chairmen that when they work for him and elect him, he was going to take one of their children and carry them to America. I have to say that he the one sitting over America visa. After the election, because he was not able to fulfill that promise, he don't have the face now to go back to GSA to campaign. So during the voter registration, there is a form I was talking about. He went to NET and to NET because GSA had 2 key centers for those centers to be taken away and be placed to District number 4, because we share a common boundary with District number 4. And that alone, Honorable Martin Sekula have the light, and he wrote NET immediately. I personally delivered a letter to NET. So this man is a failure. He has failed the people already. He had nothing. This time around, he goes around with rattan in his hand, telling the people, oh, when the people ask him, says good yes, you are not able to come back to the people. This is the man who he campaign chair in 2017 that mobilized, that did everything in his effort that made him to be to where he is today. He failed the man within 1 year time. They fall apart. In Gensor, his chair lady, they fall apart. See Sultan, look, I can name you more than 15 to 25 communities that those people work beyond their ability to elect the eldest man who called himself Rabbi. And I don't call him Rabbi because he said he is not a Rabbi. This elder man, he have filled the district and he going around with rotten in his hand. And let me tell you something, people of the day. This man is a son of failures.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, and people will say, so what party he's running on? He running as an independent again, or he switched over to CDC?
Thank you. That man is a crook. The man is a crook. The man want to crook the United Party. The man want to crook CDC. So because of that, he considered himself to go as independent, but he is not. Let me tell you something. I have 3 of his guys in his office, for which I will not mention their name because of his security reason. And they gave me information on a database. This man had joined CDC secretly, and he crossing over. They gave him 1 million. I'm telling you with evidence, I can prove it to you. So he coming back because he needs.
People was Let's do this. People will say that era. We agree that CDC never won District 6. They say because of Elder and Edwin Snow escaped, because Elder came as an humanitarian and started to build hospital clinics and do all kinds of things. But they say that's his George. We are back here all the time, President. We have never won that era. Even the last election, he had less vote in the voting booth that he went to. So the community, they say, well, President, we will spend a lot of money, because they say District 6 look like Miami. They say you guys can jog in the night. You can go to the restaurant in the night. They say you got beaches. They're all in Miami. That's what the president said now. So you think the president going to allow for opposition to win District 6? You think it going to do? Because election, you never stop. You got to campaign. You got to go door to door, Jehovah Witness. Because yes, people listen to you right now on the radio. But election is about meeting the people, talking to the people, and giving a message. Because there's this thing called MMM, the 3M. 1 is money. You need money if you want to go in any election. 3 and 2 is mobilization. You got to mobilize the people. Because when you get money, it's easy for you to mobilize the people. Then the message that you're giving to the people. I understand there are other. I don't want you to blame people. I know you guys voted for him before. But tell me on this channel, on this radio, people are listening to you. The young people from the CPP, people who have not decided, they got independent people. Tell them, we still got work to do. Or what message you got for them to encourage them to carry Martin Kula? What Martin Kula get on the table? Yes, he live in the district. Maybe he live in the district, but he do nothing much. So tell some of the work of Martin Kula.
Thank you. I think there's a reason for which I am here. Honorable Martin Kula, look, I tell you without fear, he will be elected comes October. He had walked over the period of time. Over 2 years period, Martin have been working in that district. No part of that district, Martin does not have any structure, neither he have not done anything at all. And by the way, they may have 2 high schools. They may have one of the biggest technical schools. And the last time he told me, he said, look, Pastor, I love giving skill to people. So he thought of the women. What can I do? They may develop a program called the Women Empowerment. The first phase.
Wait, excuse me. You said Martin got a high school in that place?
Yeah, Martin got 2 high schools, not just a high schools.
Oh.
He had 2 big high schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So like I'm saying, Martin have 2 big high schools, one in Rahel and the other one to seminary, that take about over 2,000 plus students, the both schools. And Martin have been able to empower whether young or old on a daily basis in that district. Martin have structure all over. Martin have empowered people. Like the women I was talking about, the women empowerment, the first phase ended. We graduated over 500 women. And those courses that are offered there are they offer pastry, interior decoration, tada, sosa, and so on. And Martin continued to do this, not because of politics. He had been doing it over years and years in, year out. So Martin have worked earnestly. And I will tell you, without fear, the only thing Martin need to do is to reach out to the people. Martin had nothing else to do because he is the only authority. This man have failed the district. So Martin is the only authority. I am telling you, district number 6 is laid out with a structure. I challenge any political party, whether the ruling party right now, to come in district number 6 and say they will get any vote rather than the CPP. It's not true. People go on the air, they comes and lie. I have my structure with me. I brought it as an evidence. I'm not a person that will just go on air and just say anything without evidence. We structure the district in a way that our people will not even catch hard time in mobilizing. Because each of the blocks,
let me come in, Alex.
Yeah.
Okay, let me come in. And Siriki, do you have any question for Alex?
Yeah, I'm saying go ahead, General. I'll answer this later.
Okay. But let me say this to those of you who listen to us by the way of radio. And you know, there are a lot of people who doing things around, and you can hear for yourself that Alex and Martin have been doing a lot. Even the president of the Republic of Liberia, who resides in that area for so long, don't even have a steady class. Don't even have a steady class in that area. I see why he could not even win, and he have never won that place before. He lived there, but you cannot even feel him. The only thing today you will see, President, we are telling you that I paved the road. He paved the road because he's president. He had the ability to pave the road going to. So we are saying this, that look around, bring in lawmaker, bring in people who have your interest. Don't just follow people based on popularity. Popularity is not leadership is not a popularity contest. We continue to say this, President. We are going around and saying all kinds of things about WAEC fee. My Liberian people, let me say this. Let me get on President We a little bit, because this show here, we are getting to the place where we need you to understand. I would be ashamed if I would tell the Liberian people that because of WAEC fee, President We should be re-elected. Why should President We be re-elected because of WAEC fee? WAEC fee, my people, that taxpayer money. That's your money. The government need to have free education. Why should we re-elect President Weah? Because you can go to the University of Liberia today and got a digital registration. That's a shame. That is nothing for us to re-elect President Weah. Why we should re-elect President Weah? Because he did a feeder roads in the community and didn't want to have the cars? No, we cannot. That's the responsibility of the government. Everything is we are President Weah. This is not about President Weah. What the government have done. What is the jobs? How many jobs that government have created? How many Zogos that this government have taken from the street? That today the president can brag and say, oh, we got some of them are mechanics, we got some of them are this. Our children are still on drugs. How many jobs this government has seen? He's the president of Liberia, for God's sake. We're talking about the government. The president built the park. He put his name on it. He said he built the park. That is our taxpayer money. The one at the beyond PHP, the barracks, that's taxpayer money. Let us stop telling this president that he did this, he did this. The government is a teamwork. Government is like an octopus. Everything should work together. The agriculture ministry should be active. Finance ministry should be active. Youth and sports should be active. Every ministry. That is why they got a budget. Every ministry comes for budget. You can't pay this group today, the next day you pay another group. Every government employee should take pay on the same day. They go to work together, they should take pay the same day. But you all over the place. This president continued to give us false news. This president spoke to us the other time, I can remember, through an interview with Colley and Lejehu Rennie. This president said he got 2 farms in Sano, which was not true. Why may President we are continue to disrespect us? He's the president of Liberia. He don't need to lie to us. He don't need to tell us every time promises. This president left and went for 49 days. He came back. He said he promised us 250 million. Now this president went to Israel again. He came back. He said he's bringing books. Why should the president bring books and use it for campaign? Why should the president, the government of Liberia, bring books and this president go and donate it? It almost, you're telling me that Ellen Hydro, if president we are going to build a hydro, we're going to die. Because every day will not time. Since 2017, the president paid WIAC fee. We tired with WIAC fee, man. The first man, I challenge you, go to WIAC. Go to the WISE. Mr. Cummings was the first Liberian who took his hard-earned money to pay WIAC fee before even President Weah started doing it. We gotta tell the truth. Go there today. If I'm wrong, I will get off this internet. Mr. Cummings was the first man who took a 65 kVA generator and gave it to BWI. When Ellie appointed him as one of the board members, he never went to board meeting. When you're a board member of BWI, it's not a job. You only there to raise funds. Sometimes the president of Firestone, the president of the bank, when you are on the board of BWI, you are not on salary. All you dare to do is to help the school get money. Mr. Cummings never even went to a board meeting. He did it because of his country. He gave them a generator that they are using today. When the last time President Weah purchased a generator for any schools in Liberia? Mr. Cummings went to the University of Liberia and gave them over $2 million Liberian dollar for scholarship. You go to the UL place there today, the computer lab was furnished by Ellis Cummings. But he's not bragging about it. Now this president went out and they gave him books. He's going to start delivering the books during the campaign time. Why? What's he elected for? Then I see people telling him thank you. Why will you tell a president thank you when there is no job? How can you tell a president thank you when there is no security in the country? How can you tell the president thank you when all the companies are going, our fathers and mothers are going through hell? The professionals have turned to be professional beggars. Then you say we should tell the president thank you? Then also we got the other people who started the mess. The UP, they want to come back to power. They are saying that the other 18 candidates are nobody. They're entitled to leadership in Liberia. If President Weah failed, they should give it to UP. When UP failed, they go into CDC. My Liberian people, these two parties, they are afraid of Mr. Cummings. They can't even debate. President Weah will not debate Mr. Cummings. Mr. Bwaka will not debate Mr. Cummings. When the last time you heard Mr. President Weah having a press conference with the press in Liberia to encourage Liberian people? When was the last time you listened to Mr. Bwaka speaking to the press? These two candidates, they do not speak to Liberian people. They are silent. Even President Weah can preach. When the last time you saw President Weah in the southeast? When the last time you saw Mr. Bwaka in the southeast? When was the last time you saw Mr. Bwaka going in the ghettos or President Weah going in the ghettos to talk to our people? They sit and they think that they are entitled. Nobody's entitled to the Liberian presidency. Only Liberians, and you must work hard. That is why Ellis Cummings continue to tell us that we must have a better infrastructure. Infrastructure create jobs. Everybody will get jobs once you start a better or good infrastructure. Then you will create jobs. Government do not implore. Government got benefits. Today, our people pay for insurance. They cut the insurance off. Today in Liberia, people die. They don't have the life insurance and they pay into it. They cut their salary and they pay, but government can't even protect them. The president can't protect them. People die in Liberia, the president can't talk about it. As big as America, when one person dies, Joe Biden can open his mouth and say something, but our president don't care. My people, but you laughing and clapping for somebody who don't care about you. How can you vote for a man? In 5 years, they turn to be millionaire, and you still praising them and look at your life. You stay to the same place. You and this person were dancing together. They gave the person government job. Today they're rich. and then you laughing, and then you say, "Oh, I just want praise the man." My people, it is your right to vote. Choose right. This election, if we make mistakes, it's on us. We all will feed it. We will feed it. We will be in the water together. We will swim together. Some people will survive. You watch the story about the Titanic. The people who survived on the Titanic. Some people died right on that river. So right now we're on the Titanic. Are you going to sit there and allow the Titanic to sink? Are you going to try your best to pilot the Titanic? Or do you think that's the end of Liberia? No. We can make a 360. We can give a 360. Vote CPP from up to down. Yes, I'm saying it. From up to down. CPP got the best. CPP is the alternative. We has everything that you will want. The Liberty Party and the ANC, along with other people, the 40% who are sitting on the fence. Choose. You want jobs. Our police are not taking pay. They are underpaid. We need jobs that our people have a living wage. The man who's sweeping the street will be respected. We need to have dignity of labor. We got to respect everybody for what they bring to the table. We see our young girls, they all in the street selling plenty chips, selling a plastic bag, cold water. People going around in the morning with the selling Lone Star scratch card for what? Not because my mom said donor, I should say donor myself through all my life. Riches is not for everybody. Going born, nobody poor. We all started poor, and today people get to where they are. Mr. Cummings just like you. Charlene just like you. Some people, the parents suffer for them to enjoy. Mr. Cummings, born in a poor family, his pa was a pastor, just trying his best, sent him to school, born in the same government hospital, grew up in Fiamma, lived in Point 4, went around, went to a demonstration, CWA, went to Cottington like any other person, like any other Liberian. Went abroad, he came back and worked with LBDR. Yes, he wanted to improve himself, he left. The war started. If I'm living there, they sent him to Nigeria as a deputy director. Who won't leave from America to go to Nigeria? This man worked his way up. Bam, he became president and became the second man in Coca-Cola. Do you know what the Coca-Cola is? USTC. They're not just sugar water. They're not just sugar water. For you to reach to that far, you must tell God, thank you. Grace. And when you're in a place that you can't talk politics, Coca-Cola is a big company around the world, over 250 some billion dollars. Mr. Cummings control the whole thing. Mr. Cummings retired. He living in Liberia. He's not going nowhere. Today, Mr. Cummings won't bribe. Tomorrow, Mr. Cummings broke. Today, again, Mr. Cummings bribing. The next day, he broke. You're talking to court. You're trying to destroy him. He stay alive. God is in this election, but you guys are not seeing it. Some of our pastors. That is why Liberia is suffering today, because some of our pastors have taken the wrong side. Some of our pastors are looking at wrong and they can't speak out. Some of our pastors, just about themselves, just to eat money, they can't even speak the truth to the government anymore. Where is Michael Francis? Where? My Liberian people, we need to vote for Liberia. We need to vote for Liberia to fix it. We had everything. Some people call it said rescue. How can you rescue somebody when you don't have a plan? What are your plans to rescue? You can go and rescue me and you can't even bring me to a show. What are your plans? When the last time they went around to know how the children suffer in Maryland? This election is in your hands. It's in your hands and you should vote right. Let me hear from Arthur. Arthur, do you have something to add on? Because you guys are in that place every day walking around. You're interacting with your friends and speak to your friends. And I hope when you go out there, you'll let them to understand Liberia is what we have. We got to bring in good leaders to make it right this time around.
Yes, Mr. Kishan. We are here. We are observing the elections. I hope it be a peaceful election, very free and fair. And I can count on Tibioto Brown. It's going to be free and fair election. To be honest, Mr. Kishan, Liberia needs somebody that got the 21st century mindset. What I mean if I say 21st century mindset, a Liberia with a stable electricity a Liberia with a running water, a Liberia where youth will get a good education, where we will not have to go to school, where we going to school like way bad system. Will be up to date. You bring more internet system. Every school will have an internet connection. I don't say bringing books is a bad thing, but I think investing that money in schools that will have internet system would be better. Books nowadays it's out of start. People go on the internet for everything. So you updating the school, you bring internet, you bring computers. Nowadays, if you don't have a computer skill, I swear if you graduate from high school, it's nothing. So we'll lack for the new government that will come in power, which is the CPP, to make a change the mindset of the people. Let people learn new things. Let people get to know what's unfolding in the world. But the people with the old ideas, we can't keep electing them. People with old mindset, we can't keep electing people with old mindset. They tell us say we made mistake in the past, so give us another chance. There is no another chance. There are so many Liberians that are educated, that are in the diaspora, that want to come home. Or how would they come home? This other person have the party, well, you're not from this party, they will not give you a job. But Ellis Kumi said, no, we all are Liberians. Once you are qualified, you will be able to work in his government. Once you have the credentials he's looking for, he will not tell you you got a civil engineering degree, then he made you director to NTA. What are you? Civil engineering or director to NTA? What you know about Kai? It's not going to be like that. He's going to put people there at rightful positions. If you are a lawyer, you're going to be a counselor. If you are a financial man, you're going to be spread all over like people because I want to give you job. If you're not even qualified, I just got to give you job. Present. They don't have no
okay,
skills.
and you're
That's
breaking
the
it.
problem. So we're not giving no chance like 6 months. They can't get you back or rest. They get you 20 hours a year. They start feeding your home regular. Then you see everything run away. You will not see them. They will be driving a PBG.
Okay, let me come in a little bit. That's a good point you made. That's a good point you made there. But let me say this before I go to Alex again. And let me talk to our Liberian people. You remember that long ago we said President Weah play football, President Weah love Liberia, President Weah went in a refugee camp. They gave all these things to say President Weah came and disarmed. United Nations appointed President Weah as peace ambassador, and this position is a celebrity position. He came down, he helped, he disarmed. We make him president. They said President Weah went in refugee camp according to them. And I still challenge anyone. If anybody can show me a photo, now you are in Liberia. If anybody show me a photo, I will get out of this election. I will not campaign. If anybody show me a photo of President Weah in the Liberian in the refugee camp in Ghana, that he went there and stood up and talked to us and gave money or talked to the Liberian people, I will get out of this election. If any Liberian show me a photo of President Weah in the refugee camp in Nigeria during the war, because every day we see people still coming up and telling us that President Weah went to refugee camp, President Weah went to this place. President Weah never left his contract because of Liberia. President Weah retired from football in 2002. He never left his contract. President Weah, and I challenge anyone to show me a picture of President Weah coming to Liberia when he was a soccer player or celebrity having a party for the children. I challenge you. I challenge anyone to show me the wealth or the rights that President Weah divided to Liberian people. When Charles, all the guys used to come down. Y'all show me these things. Today, President Weah is president of Liberia. He never visited the Ghana camp. Our people are suffering in the camp. We collected money for Buduburam. The Ghanaian government tried to pull them out of the camp. President Weah have visited Ghana so many times. He never stepped in a camp one day. Show us pictures or show me a present picture where the first lady went to the Buduburam camp to talk to the Liberians who are suffering, to say, come home, we will help you and give you loan to start your business. Our Liberians are in Ghana speaking a tree and doing other stuff. So you tell me now. Every day we can hear President Weah went to refugee camp. Yes, people went to President Weah when he was playing football. He helped people who he wanted to help. He gave people money who he wanted to give money. But we shouldn't give false information that President Weah went in a refugee camp and helped Liberians. That's a lie. When they had the Akosomo 2, Akosomo 3, President Weah never went to Ghana. We need to stop giving our people false information. I'm telling you today, I challenge anyone who listens to the radio. If you get any picture, post President Weah in Ghana refugee camp. I was there. We saw it. President Weah went through Ghana when we beat Ghana 3-2. We 3-1. He stopped on the football field. They were in the bus. They never got down from the bus. President Weah never entered the camp to speak to Liberians. Let us stop giving all this. He has visited Ghana over 20 different times in the last 5 years. The first lady lived in Ghana. When was the last time President Weah spoke to the Liberian refugee in Ghana? When was the last time? There were no refugee camp in Ivory Coast. They had a refugee camp in Nigeria. Every day you're ready, you're talking about Mr. Cummings. Oh, Mr. Cummings was in working with Coca-Cola. He helped. President Weah never helped nobody in refugee camp. Never. I challenged them since 2017 today. Nobody can show me a picture. Show me, because by that time, President Weah was a celebrity. President Weah never went in a camp. Let some refugees say that everybody just make up story. Okay, because you're going refugee camp, we make you president. Because you play for Lone Star, we make you president. President Weah cannot even recognize the team he played for Invisible 11. President Weah can't even recognize Survivor. President Weah, I challenge you again. President Weah only play an all-season game for Monte Barrow. He never registered with Monte Barrow. But every day we can hear, oh, he played for IE, he played for Monte Barrow. I challenge you on that one again. Since you're in Liberia and I'm talking to you now, I challenge you. Go to LFA. Let LFA produce a record where George Weah was registered with LFA. He never registered with LFA. He played an all-season game and IE beat Barrow in Grand Bassa. That same time that when Red Bravo broke his arm. I challenge you on that one there. Whole day you give lies to the Liberian people. This is the same thing we bring into the election. Oh, President Weah, when Mr. Cummings was working, President Weah was sacrificed. No, that's a lie. President Weah left talent. He make his money. Mr. Ellis Cummings left Liberia to go abroad because our country cannot give us the life we want to live. Liberia cannot give us the life we want to live. That's why everybody is pushing the children to go and learn and come back. Now when your child come back, then you look at the child, you see the child a Congo man. After the child was struggling to go to school, country child, you see the child a Congo man because the child no book, the child get money. You need to kick this whole Congo tribal thing out. When we suffering, then we country people. When you enjoying, then you Congo man. There's no Congo in Liberia. We are all Liberians. We all connected one way or the other. When you look at us, you say we're foreigner. Oh, but when we serve in our country, when we're working and doing everything, we're not foreigner. But when you want to run for office, then the selfish politician, the corrupt politician come to you and give you news. You came a man, you came a power, we'll vote for you. We voted for Charles Taylor. You know book, we vote for you. President Weah got 2 doctorate degree now. President Weah got a master degree. But every day, you know book, we'll vote for you. Now today, you telling us, you owe, we'll vote for you. You in a wheelchair, we'll vote for you. What we want now? We are our own problems. You got better candidates with better ideas. They still living in. Look, President Weah role models were all the crooks. President Weah saw the political leaders stealing. Now we got a UP. Madam Sally was the last group of the politicians. UP need to sit down. UP need to stay speaking to President Weah. You get Prince Johnson, who stay begging President Weah for money to run campaign, but he pretending as if he's supporting UP, and there is no connection between UP and NDR. They sign no contract. All UP want to do is to use people, Liberian people. You see it for yourself today. UP refused to sign contract with the other coalition. UP refused to sign a document with MDR. Now Jeremiah Cohen is a member of UP. UP is by themselves, but they want for other people to support them and bring them to power and disgrace us and kill us again for the next 17 years. Tell me, President Weah don't speak, Mr. Bwaka can speak. None of them talking to us. Only Mr. Cummings giving us the hope. Only Mr. Cummings telling us that every Liberian has the right to move. Mr. Cummings is the only one that going around and telling us what he would do. He's telling us about his platform. We need to create jobs. Every Liberian must be represented. It's not whether I'm from Maryland, I'm from Sando, but I am a Liberian. You don't need to worry about county voting for you. Don't bring in county. First is country. Then you go to county before tribe. You know what I'm saying? When I can be a crewman, I can live in Grand Bassa County. When I can be a geoman, I can live in Lofa County. I should be able to go anywhere. And the people in Maryland should remain in Maryland and get a paycheck. Why should it be Monrovia? Everybody is fighting over Monrovia. Look, this is getting overhand. We got to do something. Your vote is your right. It is your constitutional right. President, we are got only one vote. Mr. Cummings got one vote. And the Zogo got one vote. When we put the vote together, then we elect you. So if we elect you, you're the one begging us. You coming to us. Now this is the time you need to ask President Weah. Mr. President, we gave you power for 6 years. Tell us what you did, because I'm still sitting in the same dungeon. I'm still sitting here struggling to eat. I still can't find a job for my wife, for myself. I can't pay my children's school fees. All my children now, they tend to be men and women for themselves. My son still selling cold water. He can't go to school. But you telling me you face the role. Which are the role you face? You telling me say you bring in. I'm sorry. I think Siddiqui went. Siddiqui was off. Siddiqui, come in. I think you are off, eh? I gotta give you the. I gotta give you the key that you protect. You bring yourself on and off anytime. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we're saying. This election is very, very important. This election is very, very important. Look in your communities. You will see your leaders. If you go and re-elect Akara Gray, what he would do to you again, you will not like it. Because he don't give a damn. All he know that you love him. If you bring Abu Kili back, what you expect Abu Kili to do to you? If you go and bring back Solomon George, what you expect? All they know that you can do nothing to them. It is your right. Remove them. Even Sir Joseph, you can remove Sir Joseph. Everything Sir Joseph is doing in Monserrado County, it's all about himself. If he someday he want to retire, someday he want to resign. But when he resign, he got plenty of things to live on. He used his office to build schools. He used his office to give people free money. But what he doing for the Liberian people? It's nothing free. He brought buses. The bus is not free. It makes no sense, Liberian people. We can't remain as a beggar. Sir Joseph must go. Look for your own, somebody who is tangible. Not because you see Sir Joseph got money. Sir Joseph never had money before. Today, Sir Joseph and President, we can't even see eye to eye. We understand that. You see? So please, we need to vote right. Do not be afraid that, oh, Sir Joseph will win. The schools that Sir Joseph built are not free. We're supposed to get schools, big schools, government schools in every district. Lawmakers are not humanitarian. You look today, they say, oh, Thomas Fala Bill University is not free. Any lawmaker building school is not free. That is why Mr. Cummings don't have to build schools for himself. The school that Mr. Cummings got today, it was funded by a company because of his work. Chevron, when you look there, it's written on the signboard. It's not hidden. Mr. Cummings ain't hiding. When you look there, it will say this school was funded by Coca-Cola and Chevron. Because of Mr. Cummings' good work, they built the schools and they named it after Mr. Cummings. And every year, Mr. Cummings gave $25,000 to that school for scholarship. When you are a student, you own scholarship in that school. It's a STEM school. We need plenty of that school around the country. That the school you find in Ghana today. Technology is everything around the world. The children sit and learn it. But today we don't have it. Go look at it. Say, oh, Mr. Cummings' school expensive. Go look at the international school that $10,000. I got family living. I got somebody who go to the school. $10,000. Mr. Cummings school is not $10,000. And if you think education expensive, then try ignorance. Which of the school that President we had built when he was coming up? Which of the school that President we had built when he was a celebrity, making millions? Show me. Go to Claratown. Show me the way that President we had dug for the people. Show me a picture that President we had went to Claratown with a truck full of rice because he played football. That's all. That's all. That's all. He came. He's a celebrity. They helped to disarm. Okay, he's a Liberian. They used Lawrence Fishburne before, another Liberian to do it. They brought Mr. We are in. That only celebrity can hold that job. Then I know they can't pay you that job, that free job. They only pay your way. You don't get no office in UN. So all that thing they pour fool us over and over. If you say President we went to the refugee camp, now why he can't go to the refugee camp now and he president? Our people suffering. He could go there and say, you come home, we will get your business. Our people stay suffering. You go to Danale, our people stay suffering. That they play a character, Greg can go bring home people to come vote for him. You go to Nigeria, Liberians are staying there struggling. Everybody won't leave. Some people scared to come back. Imagine you left your country since 1990. That war took us there. Mr. Cummings never put me in refugee camp. That Prince Johnson put me in refugee camp. That Charles Taylor put me in refugee camp. Mr. Cummings never put nobody in refugee camp. Then when you ready say, oh, Mr. Cummings in kind of refugee camp. Mr. Cummings never put you there. And when I was in refugee camp, President William went there for me. So Ellen Johnson, Prince Johnson, and George Bole, Charles Taylor, Alaji Kroma, they are the one who put us in refugee camp. They're not Mr. Cummings. Then you won't blame somebody for your whole problem. And not because I'm not in Liberia. Everybody hustling. You yourself ran out when they bring a ship and say everybody should come free to America. You will run. Our children, look at the young children who graduated from school today. How many students coming from University of Liberia? No job. No job. Everybody passing around. Today, we're supposed to get students, our children going for a vacation job. Those days, we used to go to private company after the school year, after the vacation, we get $200-300. We used to go to government ministry, but no government job, no vacation job anymore. People driving on the opposite lane. You sitting there, the law make up passing law to drive on the opposite lane, and they call it tail lane. All these people must go. We need new faces. Change is hard, but we cannot go backward, my people. Even if I don't want President I don't think I need a UP. We got Tier 1, we got Beslow, we got good people who want to run because their ideas are different from the UP. Okay, let's go back to Alex. Alex, your district, your district 6. Tell me about district 6. Talk to your young people, your friends. What they should look for and what they need to do. Some people tell you, say, Alex, you enjoy because what he say, Martin Kula and I give you small money, and you the only one enjoying Martin Kula, and you the only one enjoying CPP, so you won't talk. And I was saying, we will need something. So maybe you on salary. I don't know, because I say if you on salary, I will tell them to put me on salary too. So tell me what's going on there, Ibo.
All right, thank you. You know, when you were saying I was smile, Martin is not giving me a damn. Neither Mr. Cummings. But we must be able to sit down and search who is the best that we can go for and elect comes October 10. And I have been with Mr. Cummings since 2016 before Martin and myself could even be connected today. And if I would speak to the peace-loving people of District Number 6 and that of the Republic of Liberia, the young people should be looking for education for their future, and for which this man, Martin and Mr. Cummings, have the ability of educating the young people. The records are there. Martin have a program, and now he empowering over 800 to 1,000 women. They're going there, currently now. The first phase for which I spoke of, it was 500. We graduated them. And now the vocational school, he giving computer education to young people for about 500 children. that will be seated during the course of the period for which school has closed. Martin is saying in the message, any parents who there right now in district number 6, please make sure for your children to go to any of the school and pick up the scholarship slip. It is free of charge. Martin is offering it, and he has been offering it for over 2 years period. He got scholarship for technical school, and 1,000 children are running for that scholarship now as we speak. Yesterday, we gave about 500 plus. We gave about 500 plus. So Martin is doing extremely well, and he engaging in a lot of community projects. And listen, there's a secret. All this engagement, it is being supported by Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings is making sure for district number 6 to be delivered unto him. So I'm calling upon our chairman, Musa Ability. I'm calling upon George Wisner. I'm calling upon Louis Brown, because these people need to be empowered. They need to be maintained. That's the only thing. But Mr. Cummings is the authority. I'm not here to discuss about Unity Party, neither the ruling party now, because they are all failures. And this man, the current lawmaker in district number 6, he has failed. This man, the only thing he has been able to do are 3 things: is to invest in his school, is to invest in his clinic, and to enrich himself. And for which that clinic and the school is a business. We that run a church, I am a pastor, by the way. We that run a church is a business. Then how much about school and the clinic? And by the way, the school and the clinic is not free. Children are going to that school, they're paying $150 at least. United States dollars, pulling into Liberian dollars. You will know how much a child is paying in that school. And at the clinic, you go there, you got to register, you got to do the one. Allow them to write the names of the drugs on paper. They give it to you to go buy it. This man have failed. And he only there to buy property. He bought property to Bonja on the beachway, a very large property. Go to Nangwita. He just bought a place there recently. He said he come and build African Dream Children Hospital. We are not saying it is bad, but why it is not in the district name? Because this man know that when he leave power, the way Martin is about to unseat him come October, this man know that everything he doing, it will remain with him. By the way, the district doesn't have a district office. This man have failed. He had not been able to even in that office. Saint Ellen Snow, we agree that Ellen Snow failed the district. But Saint Ellen Snow built that offering, I call it, that district office and left it to Needham level to Sport Complex. Go there and stay like that. Nobody had touched it. Saint Ellen Snow built a district school. No one had touched it. This man, the district have a clinic, but the man had abandoned the clinic. No one in that particular district, like R2, like VOA, like Wemaster, no one can tell you that the district have a clinic because the lawmaker have prioritized his own clinic rather than the district clinic. No one knows. So this man is a complete failure. And now he's coming back after he left the people for 5 good years. Now he's coming back, begging them, giving them. So that, as I told you, I have 3 of his guys in his office that playing key role. And they are my friends. Because of security reasons, we don't call that name. And they gave me information.
Okay, I think we're going out of time now. And Alex, let me just and Kami, you guys need to work harder. Let us understand this. I'm the kind of person who believe in hard work, and you never give up. You continue to struggle. You meet people. My advice here will be do Jehovah's Witness. Talk to the people and tell them about CPP. There's no ANC on the ballot. And what you just said about the lawmaker, this lawmaker received $180,000 every year, which is the 30,000, and still they can't show us. My Liberian people, imagine Mr. Kara's Gray receiving 30,000 times 12. And today you don't have a community center in District 8. Imagine you don't have an ambulance, neither a fire truck. You don't have a clinic that you can boast of. Look at West Point. It's the same thing with George Solo, Solomon George. He had received all this money, 30,000, 30,000. They can show nothing that they have done. We must we must remove them. The Akaras grade, the Thomas Fowler now running to Lofa County. After he did nothing in your district, he running to Lofa County. It's up to them. They're going to divide. You got people going to different places because they did nothing. You got Elder. I horrible hair Elder when he started steering status, and then he got into politics, and now you voted for him and he let you down. But Mr. Cummings is not a typical politician. That is why they don't like Mr. Cummings. Who is this man to come and change the country? Who is Mr. Cummings to come from nowhere to change the thing that we've been doing? All they believe that corruption is legal. That is why Bob Gray, who they call Darius Dillon. Darius Dillon knows the role of a senator, but Darius Dillon knows that the Senate can turn bad things into good things. So Darius Dillon knows the Senate vote for the 30,000, I will take it. The Senate vote for $70,000 car, I will take it. But he said he was never going to rise $70,000 car. Yomli Kanga, she did everything in favor of the government. She made a lot of money. And today she betrayed her county. She going after the son or child of Grand Bassa County because of her selfish greed. They say we shouldn't attack UP. If you attack UP, the people will be in sympathy with UP. Oh, so if I attack CDC, they will be in sympathy with CDC. So I will attack both of them, so you will be in sympathy with both of them. You know what I'm saying? These two parties are afraid of us. We got it right. You have the right to tell Mr. Cummings to show his medical record. You got it right to ask Mr. Cummings to tell you something. And it is my right to tell Mr. Bwaka, I want to see your medical record because you are sick. Mr. Bwaka got pacemaker. Let's be honest. He said it on TV. He need to relax. But people are behind Mr. Bwaka because they believe that, oh yeah, that's the best way to come to power. Because that's what they told Mr. Cummings. That's what you told Cummings, my man. Just count the paper. When you count the paper, then anything you will end the 3 years and then you will get your own time. Every one of them do it. In my Brempo, nobody run for vice president, yeah? If Mr. Bwaka wanted for Mr. Cummings, let me put it away. If Mr. Bwaka wanted for Mr. Cummings to go as vice president, the same way he went to Jeremiah Kuhn, he was going to do the same thing to Mr. Cummings. But he never called Mr. Cummings one day. He never called Mr. Cummings one day. The same way he went to other people to talk to them. He was supposed to take the phone and say, Alex, I want you to go as my vice president. Let Mr. Cummings tell you no. But you never did it. At least Mr. Cummings went to him and said, I need your support. He never wanted Mr. Cummings. He called Mr. Cummings Congo. You all forgot? He testified against Mr. Cummings. He made Ben Ire to take Mr. Cummings to court and was pretending as if he don't know. You got all these people doing these things. He said they are Congo. When Sarah Besler was going to go here, oh, she ain't get no crowd, she ain't get nobody. But he went and set up for Jeremiah Kuhn, who has zero experience. That's Jeremiah Kuhn, Prince Johnson, to give our country to them. Because they say, oh, when we rescue them, we'll decide what to, then we'll lead later on. I'd rather sleep with the devil, dance with the devil. How can you dance with the devil? You are deacon. I don't dance with devil. Mr. Cummings don't dance with devil. The last time I remember Mr. Cummings, but that was the same Mr. Cummings man who contributed money to Mr. Bwaka. That was the same Mr. Cummings man who are doing everything for Mr. Bwaka in 2017 in the second round. You people are ungrateful, UP. You are very, very ungrateful. You can say what you want to say. Even if I don't want President Weah, I don't need to bring you to power. Even if Mr. Cummings get out of the race today, I will go to Tier 1, Beslo, or Moniba. I will not come to UP. Let me make you to understand that. Do it. We need change. We need a real change. And that real change is Alex Cummings and Charlene Bronski. He's clean. He got a big tent. Anybody can join. Oh, now nobody can say nothing now. When Dana Chair going back to CDC, you can't say anything again anymore. But when he came to Mr. Cummings, because he wanted something, Mr. Cummings didn't give to him, he gone back. That all our politicians do. They jump from place to place. What you believe in? What is your belief? You say the people that they like Mr. Cummings, so, but I don't even know whether they will vote for Mr. Cummings. What you believe in? What is your belief for Liberia? Vote your conscience. Even if it don't be right, that's your decision. Don't let, I'm not convincing you, I'm not forcing you. Yes, I'm telling you Mr. Cummings is the right way. Now it is your responsibility to look at all of them. Don't vote for Mr. Cummings because you like him. Don't vote for Mr. Weah because you just love him. Vote for the person who got the platform, who tell you, say, this is what we can do. Nana, what you can do for me. Nana, what you can do for me, community. You know, say I don't have to quote the exact thing the American president say, but what you can do for your community. You need schools, you need hospital, you need jobs. You want to hear them talking about it. Because if you don't talk, you will not do it. Or Kennedy will tell you what I will do or what we can do are two different things. What we can do together is genuine. What I can do is not. So Mr. Cummings has said, this is what we can do. We can create jobs together. We can help the private sector. The private people are the one who bring the job, not government. So I think let us go to the phone line and we can take few calls. And please just go straight into your calls, and who you supporting, just tell us. When you try to tell me I'm not supposed to criticize this guy, then we'll cut you off. Because right now, election is right around the corner. I expect you to take a side. If you're supporting GMB, say you're supporting GMB. You supporting Mr. Cummings, say you're supporting Mr. Cummings. You supporting Beslo, say it. Don't even tell me good afternoon. Don't waste my time. You got 30 seconds. Every time is important on radio. Go.
Good. So let's take some call right there. So the numbers to call is 0776 33998 or 0522 3827. Are the numbers to call, and then you'll be live on the General Show. 0776 33998 0522 3827. Let's take our first caller right here on the line. Good afternoon, caller. What's the name? Where you calling from? Well, yeah, but your phone, you gotta, I don't know, your phone running. Make your point. You have 3 seconds.
Yeah, good afternoon. I say my name is Darrington Chai, the school director of Black Foundation Hill.
Okay, go ahead, Darrington.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, I was listening to the people, I was laughing. Because when you see the show number 6, we are discussing tangible. When it's saying presidency, we are discussing the fact. I would personally discuss about my district. Issue number 6, I can challenge anybody that wants to be that challenge, I will challenge it. Martin's school is a school offering the cheapest school fee. Can you imagine the issue of the country? You know how school that you will see in the district, the probably as a private school. That I think 8,000 now, then they give you uniform, it's all your material. You know, someone initiating that very patient. Technical school, technical school, there are people think they want to enroll for now. I would not have done that. Let's go to this. Now we are discussing, as you look at me and say, my son, don't do business, you corrupt people. Then you tell you about it.
Okay, let's take another caller. I don't know your phone, your call after it. Yo, caller, what's the name you calling for? Good afternoon.
Now, I mean that I try to pick up what you're saying.
Okay, about from District 1. Okay, go ahead. You have 3 seconds.
We are going to deliver to the city because of Charlie. The two politicians, people who know how to see money. People who manage for resources and full property. So, the politician right now, the grandmother can show you in the back. When you have free government for the CPP, that's the way the problem of Liberia.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's take this call. Hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello, my name is Solomon Elsanos, and I'm calling from Vancouver. You see, this country is crystal clear that every evil man does on the after him. Those guys feel like there is a comment of God is now picking them. And for the former vice president, I think he should relax. He's going to go to a very few days for his surgery, laying him on it and forget it about this country. He has failed on. It's a comment is the way forward. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon.
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, but I thought you tell me what he said.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, we get another caller. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
What person said, Sidiki?
No, the talk on the justice and I'll give you.
Yeah, make your point.
Yeah, I want to say a very big thank you to the skills blessed Pastor Alex Davis for his point of discussion. You know, when it comes to contribution to the motherland, ABC is of no exception. They are immensely contributed to Liberia in terms of education through the Women's Africa Foundation, which many of our brothers and sisters have immensely benefited from. And with its expertise in leadership serving a manager for the Coca-Cola Padre and working as far as being the vice president, we think that it has the ability or what it takes to move the country forward. So looking at this election, I tell you for free, Mr. Kumi is the best suited for the presidency.
Okay, thank you.
What's up?
Yeah, so get to the point, when it comes to this number things, still on a room, if they black, there's a post because you have been working tirelessly for so many years, and the people of the district are aware of it. But I'm working on to straight up on the Telegram platform they have followed. When it comes to yes, we will be on his back. In fact, we will be behind photo because the black station of President Yakin on Kenya for hours, the student council at that time. The money donated by the president, $1.2 million. That money, let's go out for the money. And for one point of another, you are not able to come to be honest.
Thank you. Let's do this on a call.
Okay, listen, Sidiki. He off the line already. I wanted to ask him something quick, but anyway.
Yeah. So let's
I wanted to ask him because all the things he's talking about that, yeah.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Okay, now see if I'm give you make a point. You have 3 seconds. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, brother.
Why he say that? Why he say that? Because I ain't hear he said.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's take this other caller right here. This is our last caller.
What he said
Caller,
that
what's your
Siddiqui?
name?
I ain't hear
Caller?
that man.
We still taking call, General. Yeah,
And thanks for the privilege of being a last caller. I joined the discussion from District 4, Monserrado County. Now, officially, this is the voice of Akwe Voices. Well, I listened to the general telephone, and I listened to all of those things he said concerning Mr. Cummings and his CPP. But I think he said something which I think is just being unfair to the people of Liberia. If you should refer to Honorable Cole as a novice to the politics in Liberia, then I wonder how you refer to Honorable Cummings because
Who talking about Kuya? Good day, brother. Good day.
Excuse me. I authorize you. I'm not here to entertain. If he want to compare Mr. Cummings with Kun, Mr. Cummings will retire and Kun stay working, and then he, it's just sick. It's sad for us. It's sad for our Liberian people. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I couldn't hear some of the callers.
Because we are already out of time. So
and listen to those of you who listen, those of you listening to us. I hope you open your ears and understand. You think you know, but you don't. You sit in a country. We all sat in that country, and people try to. We sit in this country, and people try to fool us. How in the world you want to compare Mr. Kun with Mr. Cummings? Mr. Kun just came from. He got no contact out there. He has no international experience. Mr. Kun is just like any other person who sold the gas down, hustle, work for fraud, and were able to make small money and became a senator, and that's it. What kind of contact he got? He has zero. Even he can't get a visa to come to America right now because of his attitude, because of what he been doing, what he involved in. So how about you want to compare Mr. Cummings? But it's up to you. Your mind is made up already. Those of you who supporting President Weah, those of you supporting Mr. Bwaka, it is your choice. But we are telling you that we cannot replace bad with bad. We must replace good with bad. We need a better government. We need more priority. Liberia first, Liberia last. Ask the question, what will you do if we give you the job? What have you done? You were there for 12 years. Mr. President, you were there for 6 years. You don't do nothing. Then you say we should give you another 6 years. Because you're going to do something good first, then we'll give you another 6 years. But you don't do nothing. Then you're telling us you will win first round. How can you win first round? Where the votes coming from? So Liberians, we must be our own security. Let us be peaceful. This is about Liberia. You owe me, I owe you. But we all Liberia. We all owe Liberia. We all got one vote. And we must cast our vote to the best of our ability. So I want to say thank you very much. And those of you in studio, Alex, y'all keep up the work. Shadrach, I know you don't talk today, but it's no problem. You stay part of the team. That's what I can say. And Siddiqui, you don't say anything today, but you can just give your closing. And also, Atta, I want to say thank you for the time, Atta. And for those of you who are watching us, it's Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday, 3 days a week, 12 o'clock in Liberia, 8 o'clock in America. So thank you very much. Siddiqui, take it from there.
All right, thank you. I want to call upon the peace-loving people of District Number 6 in the Republic of Liberia. October 10th is right around the corner. They should know who to vote. Mr. Cummings is the best person in the race. And come to District Number 6, Honorable Martin Sekura is the best. So they should go out there. If you are a young person like me, you should be able to prioritize education, be able to prioritize skill, for which Honorable Martin Sekura is offering, and he has been doing it not because of politics. So he is the best. This man has failed us, and he coming back sharing money and beg arrest. Don't give your future because of a beg arrest or for $50. He going all around in the community, giving $50, giving beggar, lying down on the floor, giving ratting to people to whip him. And that's just a sign of defeat. So no, definitely. And whatever step he takes, we knows it. Thank you.
Okay, Siddiqui, I know we
Okay,
don't have our time.
thank you
Someone
so
called,
much
but
for this
I know
show.
there's no more time
This
there.
show
So
was great, and we hope to see you on Monday. Thank you.
okay, guys, thank you very much. We were out of time already, so I saw Miata calling, but we're already out of time. I just receiving the text that we're out of time. You know, to come on sometime, they usually give the announcement 8 o'clock, and then we'll have to wait for another 7 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes before coming on. But listen, they're doing good for us. We can blow it out because I will be in Raw Island by the grace of God today and tomorrow and Sunday. The ANC Global is having a fundraiser, and we want to say this to people. We got we got 82 more days to election. We are not here to bring people on. And I see Samuel Williams is saying that you guys want to convince people, right? Let all the Liberians have their input on the show, man. No, no, Samuel, that's not how you bring people on. If someone who is an independent person coming on to talk, but if you telling me that what I said or what the other person saying is not correct, then you want, no, we're not having a dialogue. That's not what you're talking about. So some of you guys just feel that this may have already made up in mind that the thing we said was not true and he support another person. He's supporting another candidate. Why should I bring it on to waste my time? We got 82 more days to go to election. So don't tell me about bringing somebody to have the time on show. You want to, if you're an independent person, if you want to make a point, but the first guy made a point and trying to challenge Martin Cooler, that president we are in District 6 president. Why ain't do nothing in District 6? He ain't got one leg kitchen there as a school. So if Martin Cooler put a school there and they say the school expensive, education not cheap, because we want free things. Look at Sir Joseph School. Things are just school cheap. Look at Bachelor University. It's not cheap. Cooler get school. He not even lawmaker yet. But every one of them built schools before after they became more lawmaker. We voted for these people. They are not. We don't vote them to be humanitarian. We vote for them to do the right thing, to hold the government foot to the fire, but they're not doing it. So people who already made up their mind, please, I'm not going to waste my time with you. Your mind is already made up. I can't change president. We have vote. That 20 to 24, that 20 to 25% that love President Weah, don't waste your time on them. They got it. 40% still sitting somewhere that they sitting and say, listen, I will vote my conscience. And, so thank you guys. And I'm still saying it. The boys in studio need something. You got the telephone number. You can send something to them. I know you guys been doing it, but I'm still asking if you want to send it to me, to send it to them. And also, I was trying to raise some money for the Royal Guard. I decided to increase mine to $50 to give it to them because they're buying rice to send out to give into the people. They're doing their own thing. They raised that they bought 3 bags of rice, but I thought it was a 100 pounds, but I just small rice. But at least they're doing something. They're all supporters of Mr. Cummings. So if you want to help, you don't mind sending your cash app. Anything you want to do for us, we will accept it. Everything we're doing here is voluntary, free. The software I'm using right now, nobody pay for it. I pay, be able to transfer it on YouTube, Facebook. The computer that they use in our studio right now, I had to fight. The ANC bought that one, and then I myself a new computer. The children are in there. They need transportation. They need data. when Siddiqui going on and different engagement, they need to pay the way they need. Lucky that you people help me with to purchase a bike for Siddiqui, but it's still not enough. We got to sacrifice until this election is over. Please, if you can help, you help. I will be in Raw Island. We'll be having a fundraiser there, and we will do what we can. Yes, yes, I'm still on Siddiqui. You on speaker Siddiqui, the people can hear you. All right. Well, I was just talking to Siddiqui, and like what I need to take care of them. They transport themselves. They come to the studio. If I were there, fine. But I'm listen. Let's be honest. I'm not going to continue to do. What I can do, I can do it. But they need to pay their way. They need to eat. But they come to that place there. They got to go to town. And they doing what they're supposed to do. My people will beg you. We asking you. We appealing to you. And the other day, you see, I get a look. It's so easy. Like the other day, I called in District 17, and they got an old man who can face the fool. Like all before. So I got her number. So I call her. I said, "Oh man," by the time I call, "Oh my son, my son, my son, my son." She put me on. Oh my, got a telephone. Oh my God, they put me over. They say, "Then everybody, oh the general." So I said, "Oh my, and you got money? You got MTN something?" That she said, "Yes." I said, "Okay." While I was talking to her, I went on same wave. I sent $20 to her. I said, "Okay, let everybody eat over there, yeah, Oma. Oh, see the children happy, yeah. They eat. Look, you sit there, you give somebody $20, they get almost 20% food, yeah. And everybody took a plate of rice. And after I go there, right in District 17, by the time I get it, Oma know. She said, "My son, just call me when you come in. I beg you." Because I went there the last when I went there was no food. The food was not enough. She said, "Just call me when you come in. Just let me know." So tonight in the morning, I said, "Oh my, I'll pass there." Oh. Then she will just cook enough food so she will know that everybody going to eat. Look, Liberia, that's it. Oh. This July 26th is hard on people. My family calling. The only person I'm missing right now, when July 26th coming, by this time, I saw, quiet. When it's not easy for the July 26th, oh, that the only call that I'm missing right now. I can tell you the real truth. Because my mom birthday at December, but every holiday, by this time she start reminding you, and but my sisters, my brothers, they are all there. We got to give these people something. And then people who follow us on Facebook. And let me tell you something, they got some people who follow you on Facebook. They give you information as if they're working for Mr. Cummings, that they want to do this. But when you try to do certain things, they want you to do it with them directly concerning the megaphone. He calling me about Mika phone. I got the money. I call Sidiki, call him and talk to him. This boy don't want to talk to Sidiki, but I should send the money to him directly. Do I know that somebody who drink water in my nose? The number you send me, I say, okay, let somebody call you on our same number. You can't pick up the phone. But when you see me online, then you call him. It's not fair. And nobody can fool me like that. And I will not be in sympathy with anybody on that one. So if anybody think that you can, cause you see my real face on Facebook, that's it. And to y'all, you people, let me come back to you. Let me come back to you. UP think that they entitled to leadership in Liberia. This information is all over. Where? Yeah. The boy right is coming for his surgery in Minnesota. Y'all know Eugene Fagon and Stanton are the PR owner. All the information came from them. The information all in Liberia. It is not a hidden thing. But I posted this. A lot of people call me, oh, Mooney, you good for that. Put it down and this and that. On in the post. On the post. Let me show you one of the posts. One get it called Irene Anderson. Irene Anderson said, and she said, Irene Anderson talking to Anita. You do not think, watch, okay. You don't think you need to be praying for your mom and dad or children? You talking about someone that will live longer than your entire generation? You better close your stink butt. Irene Anderson, a woman. But listen to me. I reply her. I will not read the reply, but I send her a nice reply. So when I reply to the girl, I say, you are just a useless woman who does not have respect. Simple. Then another person came there. Saibu Finney. She said, you are too big to be a liar, a hateful man. You should talk things that people will respect you afterward. Someone going on their listen, now they say someone going on their grandson wedding. You are out. The man health is coming healthy. I just want to say, where you go and find her, and somebody reply her, which grandson? So I say, well, anybody stop you from checking too on Ellis Cummings? Jatu Morris, a woman. You are the one sick. You are the one sick, Munel, not JMB. So I just want to reply her nicely. I say, are you out of your mind? Is you F name and post? Is your F name anywhere in my post? Okay. Go and answer the one. I trust some strong Liberian. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, then AB Jabate. His family beg him for his own health, or is it that he does not know what good for him? Then how will he know what good for Liberia? They begging him. He say, Papa, please leave the thing here. Please leave the thing here. Now the man there, Mo Ali said that wedding, the man going for his son wedding, now today our grandson wedding. Then another person said, okay, so hell of a life. GMB need to retire. Okay, this one of my own nephew. My nephew, I gave him a warning. He said, so why you all want GMB out much? Let's focus on the same campaign based on issues. The ANC should use her energy better. My nephew, my sponsor Tiwa, I just told him, I said, son, do not come on my post. You know where you're coming from. Tomorrow they will call you a Congo man. struggle, went to Morocco, went to school, get a good job. He's not working for government. He's out of the country right now working. But I bet you when he go back, they will call him Congo man. They will call him he part of the elitists. But they don't know that he struggled. But all in mind, yes, he's a UP guy. He loves UP. But whether he I don't think that what my nephew want. My nephew still don't understand that when you get a bunch of corrupt politicians coming together and then you expect her to bring UP back to power. So he don't know. So I just inboxed him and he said, oh, Uncle Man, I just inboxed him. I said, be careful, son. Don't cross the line. This kind of campaign is not helping ANC anyway. I don't know what he's talking about. Another Cyrus Kujolo the third. This kind of campaign is not helping ANC anyway. The current president of Liberia, ANC folks, you all target is not JMB but President Weah. Okay, he telling us our target are President Weah. You're a damn liar. You are a damn liar. My target is everyone who in the race. My target. For me to beat President Weah, I must defeat you. For me to challenge President Weah, I must defeat you. When you continue to go around and pretend as if we nobody, so we telling like Brempo because you're trying to hide your record. President Weah, two of you going at each other. Then you say I should join you to fight President Weah. No, I'm fighting two of you. Since you don't know, you're a damn liar, my friend. You're a liar. You fighting President Weah. What are you telling President Weah? You're not telling the people about President Weah what he's doing. And you're not telling us what you're going to do. All you there, you fighting President Weah. All President Weah do, he fighting you. Then we should join you to fight President Weah. My man, stop it, man. Fight your own battle. That's why you're supposed to stay in the CPP. Mr. Cummings said, let's test the process. It can work. Ever win the primary will represent CPP. But because you're lazy, greedy, corrupt people, you're UP people, you're too corrupt. That's all you're good for. Very, very corrupt. Now you're telling us we should focus our energy on President Weah and leave you. But at the same time, you focusing your energy on us. You saying all kind of negativity in the community. Then you're not telling us nothing what you do. You're hiding your record. You don't get record to run on. Then I will get for the Liberian people. You say I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it. If I go give my plan to the Liberian man and say Mr. Cummings to do X, Y, Z, then the other man say, but tell me now, what you think you will do better than Joe Boakai? What you can do better that will get a job to you? You will do better than President Weah. And now what do we say? You must say in a football tournament, how you expect me to reach? How you expect me to get to the final if I don't play you? They say, oh, if you continue to attack the woman, the people will be in sympathy with the woman. A lie. If I try to attack President Weah, they will be in sympathy with President Weah too. If they attack each other, the Liberian people will be in sympathy. Your thing was stupid. Eh? That your fickle game. That your sideway politics you're playing. Not working with us. Show us President. Show us Boakai health people. You are second call for Mr. Cummings on too. Mr. Boakai is sick. Jeremiah Kune rejoicing. The people who near remain there because some of them think that when the women win, they will benefit. That the women they put their whole hopes on. If Mr. Cummings lose election, I will not die. I will still be the same Liberian. I will stay. Some of you, in fact, another person say, let me read one of the comments the guy said. She said, I know your name. Your name speaks for itself. But guess what now? For itself. I'm a foreigner to her now. She called me foreigner. But guess what? So I told her, I said, but ma, you are saying your name speak, your name fire. You from Lofa Kante. That's why you supporting Mr. Cummings for Mr. Boakai. Your name is fire. My name is Kishen. So you now call me foreigner. So she called me foreigner. Oh, they didn't play the curse. So some of them here they cursing. Okay, James T. Fowler. He said your propaganda is so very cheap. How possible can you treat someone as such in your can you treat someone as such in your prayers when all you do is hoping take him out of the race, praying, torn in your man flesh? Huh? That someone that James T. Fowler, another supporter of Mr. Obwaka, he said your propaganda is so very cheap. How possibly can you treat someone as such in your prayers when all you do is hoping his downfall takes him out of the race, being of flesh or tongue in your flesh? So now this guy, James Fowler, he's a circuit. He understands. He can think. He's in my head. How can I bring Mr. Bwaka down for? Mr. Bwaka is a politician. Mr. Bwaka is a politician who running for office. He won a public job. When you're in the private sector, nobody give a damn about you. Nobody can ask for your salary. When you're in the public sector, public figure, people want to know when your man even got pregnant for you. But only in Liberia, you say we shouldn't talk. Only in Liberia. Oh, we shouldn't say it. We shouldn't ask for help, people. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Amen. It can't work that way. Then, OG, Starboy boss. Ignorance is disease. Nobody can do 2 weeks heart surgery and return back to Liberia. Is there anything that post talk about 2 weeks? Is there anything that talk about 2 weeks? No, nothing in the post. But he said ignorance is a disease. But so I just to and said that true, my brother. I agree with you. Ignorance is a disease. That's true. But it's bad when you can't understand what the person put on the paper. That won't make it bad if you can't understand it. So that won't make you worse. Okay, the other one said, not happy Mr. Cummings. Okay. Even if this even if he is on life support, y'all listen now. Another supporter. Even if he is on life support, we will still make him president. So shut your damn mouth and focus on who is broke and cannot fulfill the demand of his campaign. Your fake rich man. Clifton Bwaka Hilton. The man is Clifton Bwaka Hilton. Today, tomorrow he poor, tomorrow he rich. So, I never told him about 2 weeks. You see, I did. The other one say, "What if Mr. Bwaka sick? We'll still vote for him." And this bitch who called now, they call him Clifton Bwaka Hilton. He said he live in Monrovia, but guess what? He's not even a voter. He even registered to vote. He registered to vote. Let me tell you the real truth. He registered. I know the man. The man wasted time. He said he want to go vote in Lofa County. He even registered there. Now what am I just laughing for? Bunch of. Then Samuel Massacre. Someone can say you need to keep the gay guy Cummings in your prayers. His butt also already finished. Une gay, no gay. You can curse him. You can say what you want to say. You can do the une gay, no or gay. So in this public manner, he's a gay. I know one of his boyfriend who just inboxed me that Samuel Massacre is a gay. But undercover gay too. So maybe that's why he called him Mr. Cummings gay. But I advise that Samuel Massacre, bring your Jew to Mr. Cummings. If you want to know Mr. Cummings that gay, bring your Jew. Let Mr. Cummings dirty her. You understand? Or you can bring any of your people then. Stanford, wow, Bush chicken, long time accident. GMB die and move from ANC way. That campaign. Stanford, I done, brother. The fact that people want this man to die is so heartbreaking. It tells me the point at which people are so desperate to rule. Robert D. Taylor. Robert D. Taylor, you live in a fantasy world and you already brainwashed. The people who wishing for Mr. Bwaka to die, they read in the Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun. Nobody wishing for anybody to die. That's why God will not do nothing to us, because God will not punish us, because we're not wishing that you the one brought your own sickness in the street. That the same people who ran the old man that bringing the sickness out. The old man can't make it. The old man need to take a rest. Jeremiah Kun praying to God for the election to come on. You're not going to win the election. We're not going to bring Jeremiah Kun to power. We're not bringing Prince Johnson to power. Yeke told you already. See what Jeremiah Kun, he want Yeke. Yeke, he want Jeremiah Kun. Nobody want Jeremiah Kun. Jeremiah Kun can offer us nothing. Nothing. JMB is the only obstacle. Oh yeah, we got to defeat JMB before going to the top. We got to defeat UP. Now you're the one worried about the name, but we got to defeat UP. Then they can say, Mr. Cummings is going nowhere. Why are you worried about Mr. Cummings going somewhere? You're not supposed to worry whether he's going somewhere or not. You're not supposed to worry. You're worried. Edwin Freeman, yes, if you spend time promoting Cummings, then he goes somewhere rather than worrying about your GMB health. GMB is not the president of Liberia. Cummings children leave the experienced player alone. Tell me, Liberia mess up. Oh. Edwin Freeman, and you see Edwin Freeman too. He's not a voter. Edwin Freeman live in America. He ain't registered, but he running a mouth and talking about your leave Cummings alone. You call Cummings children. And you know what I'm saying? We promoting Mr. Cummings at the same time we telling the people that you useless. UP is useless. Oh, thank you, sis Annie. Annie just sent West Siddiqui, at least something that dropped $25. She's one of our strong supporter. Hoto. Oh, damn. I put myself in trouble. Oh, I think I made mistake with the name. I make mistake. Yeah. I made a mistake with the name. I am very, very sorry. I called the wrong name. Please, I am sorry. I apologize. Okay, it's James. Okay, James Tier. So there are a lot of replies on the Facebook. I can enjoy the people there. Then AB Jabate says, Saras, then go tell Spoon to stop discussing Mr. Cummings. You know, and Musa Bede, let me tell you something, my people. Just this post, let's keep the old man in prayer from a reliable source, which it came from Spoon and Mo Ali then. Family have been begging him to get out because of his health. Finally, GMB is willing to do the surgery. You understand? If y'all would stop talking about Mr. Cummings on Spoon and reload, we will stop talking about Mr. Bwaka. You people get sense? To reload from start to finish. Alex Cummings. Alex Cummings. When they call, they cussing. Alex Cummings that gay. Alex Cummings that this. When you go on Spoon, Alex Cummings broke. Alex Cummings this. Alex Cummings that. Alex Cummings this. Talk about Mr. Bwaka now. Your vest. Miata, I'm very sorry that the time was done already and the guy in the studio there was pushing us. They were just texting, so I couldn't pick up your call. Whole day you're on Mr. Cummings, but we just give you the truth, your vest. Mr. Cummings talk about Mr. Costa talk about Mr. Bwaka health. You ain't go after him. That are the one who just trying to make it right. Yes, we want to see Mr. Bwaka medical people. Yes. Mongo J, what's up? Long time. Look at that one here. Look at that one. You want for Yeke to lose. Who gave a damn? Who gave a damn whether Yeke win or Yeke lose or whatsoever? That you're the one who continue to the public or mislead the people who come and vote for you. African child, since you get a name, you call yourself African child. For me, I got a name. My name is Munel, aka the general. You understand? But you call yourself African child. You either George Weah or you Joseph Boakai. So I don't know which where are you. But your own, you got too much sense. That is why Liberia not going nowhere. Take the future in a negative way. Like, I think you will get 7%, you will get 2% this time. But you cry on Alex Cummings. Look at the pay. Look at the team. Look at real leaders. Look at real leaders. Look at the guy platform. They telling you what they will do. They telling you what they will do. Google before you say, so you can't forget. You see there? Eh? Look at the face here. Look at a real leader. You can see the genuine in themselves. Look at the faces. They're not even fake. Their smiles are not even fake. Look at them. Look, a young woman, talented, the next vice president of Liberia. Look at the president, the next president. The man got too much sense. More than Joseph Boakai, they're not age business stuff. They didn't tell us say age come more than President Weah. President Weah will not hesitate to turn the country over to Alex Cummings. I'm telling you, you sit down there whole day. You want vice president to Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai. What is the difference between Mr. Boakai and George Weah? Mr. Boakai, Mr. Weah never had a press conference since he been in office. Mr. Boakai never had a press conference since he been in office. The last one he went to what the place needs EFBC, they had to walk him out because he was first. All the paper do is to undermine people, undermine the CPP. The CPP broke apart. Let me play a tape for you where Prince Johnson was talking to the old man. So this hard business, they're not us put it there, my people. The old man been sick for a long time. They're not us. They're not also. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Joseph Boyka today because mandatory or profane languages or statement against this president. That's wrong. You are the elder man in the country, old man like you. You got heart trouble. You felt that you collapse. Somebody help you today, you're speaking. Eh? You should be thankful. In everything, give thanks. That is a big deal, through God's power. John Ware was the vessel God used to say Joseph Boyka today because mandatory or profane languages or statement against this president. That's wrong. You are the elder man in the country, old man like you. You got heart trouble. You felt that you collapse. Somebody help you today, you're speaking. Eh? You should be thankful. That is a bigger picture than men who saved their life through God's power. John Ware was the vessel God used to say Joseph Boyka today because
Dana Mill, that Prince Johnson. That Prince Johnson yesterday, the man who he get heart attack, he get heart trouble. He almost passed on. President, we are giving him money to go. So he's supposed to say thank you. That one I disagree with it. I disagree with it. President, we are that the president. Now, let me ask you something. Mr. Boyka don't have an insurance. If you don't have an insurance, that his business, you know I say a business well, good. My family work in that country. They cut $7 US every month for medical. They get some stupid insurance in Liberia. Somebody just came from finance ministry this day and cancel everything. All the money people paid are for nothing. Then if you go to the hospital, if your hospital bill is more than 2,500 liberty, you responsible for the balance one. The policy that Mr. Boyka then put in place. That the policy they put in place. Because President, we are didn't put nothing more. The only dimension at all. But nothing. Mr. Boyka, he ain't push for it. But he won't come back. Mr. Boyka can tell us what he would do or what when they come back to power. That is my argument. They're not telling us what he will do as a leader because he was in the last 12 years government. So once they're in that government, let me be honest, and everybody look at the past and prepare the present, what's going on, and know your present, your future. Okay, now, if I'm sitting here now and I make this mistake, I forgot to do certain things. And when I get the opportunity again, I might do it the other way. So since the old man got the experience, he was in a past government. Let them tell us what is good and wrong that he will change. You can't tell us. All you saying, you're on a rescue mission. We must rescue and we lead. Lead us where? Since you're coming to rescue us, where are you leading us to? UP. Where are you carrying us? What are the plans? If you take us from there, where are you going to drop us? Are you going to take us from there and suppress us again? No. The system is there. The system is in place. We got constitutional ways. We need somebody to fix the system because the system is broken. UP broke the system. Mr. Boyka group of the UP, they damaged the system because Mr. Boyka had the opportunity in 2017 to fix what was wrong with UP and he chose not to because of envy, because of jealousy. He looked at Ellen that he worked with for 12 years and considered her as a Congo woman. He was looking at her as a Congo woman. He was praying to God every day that she must die so he would take over. That is why when you went in Mr. Boyka's office, only his children. Mr. Boyka left from Monrovia, Liberia to Ghana. He carried only his relatives to go negotiate. He left all the UP officials back. He carried his son, his nephew, sir. to go and talk to business people. The woman is dishonest. You. He got on a plane. Who paid his way? He slept in a hotel. Who paid the hotel bill? He ate and toboggy in a people hotel. Who gave it to him? Who paid for it? Jojo admitted that we met people. The people gave us an offer. But they said we must carry Henry Costa. We told them no. So that means people who you met when you got on a private jet to go to Nigeria, who you went to, why you want to bring foreign money? So you want to tell me that Omega got no experience for God's sake? For the last 12 years, the Omega don't have no experience. You know different from George Weah. President Weah out of the country. Everybody who know President Weah is about football. That is why nobody coming. The government is corrupt. Look at Nathaniel Magee today sitting back, way in the back with CDC having program. A close friend to Nathaniel Magee told me yesterday. He said Nathaniel Magee was talking to his. If I know what I know now, I was never going to go against Mr. Cummings. Because Nathaniel Magee was the one who was also pushing that Mr. Cummings was too frisky, Mr. Cummings was going too fast, so we must slow Mr. Cummings down. It's the same Nathaniel Magee that Edward Philip was working for.
Fearless, can I? Wait, Fearless, can I ask you something? 9 inches is the answer.
Your nose sculpts are like straight.
Oh, dude, they're all fake.
Your nose sculpts are better. They're fake?
SE4R.
Roy, can you plug my YouTube channel? Please, please.
Bati, Elizana coming, Bati, Zekwe, CPP, Zekwe, Charlene Broski, Zekwe, I want, Za. Party house, stand up, well. My Liberian people, who you want? Our market women crying, who you want? Our Yana boys are crying, who you want? Zoba. Handkerchief. Take out your white handkerchief. Let's go, everybody, sing go far. Look back at the say that coming where we want. But me can't they coming where we want. Very like they coming where we want. Nima can't they coming where we want. Bassa can't they coming where we want. Get my coming so we want to. Papa we there, I say that coming when we want. Regina I can't say that coming so we want. Musa Bele say I say we are one. We want Mama Teresa coming so we are one. Ah ouais. Bravo. Adebe. Oh.
We are one. Alexander Cummings, we want AI. The people from Maryland say they want Alexander Cummings. The people from River G say they want Alexander Cummings. The people from Grand Judah say they want Alexander Cummings. The people from Riverside say they want Alexander Cummings. The people in Liberia say they want Alexander Cummings. The only people that don't want Alexander Cummings are the corrupt politicians who don't run their like accountability. That's all. This election is a tough election. We're not going to hide it from you. We are doing everything. We'll go from door to door. We'll map up the area. We'll be very strategic. And I will tell you, CPP will win Monserrato hands down. The only thing I'm fighting for right now is that senatorial race. We need to do everything to remove Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph is all about himself. He used his office. You know, Sir Joseph company was the one who was doing Stanton work at the place there. Sir Joseph got all these people using their offices to make money. And it's wrong. You can't be a lawmaker and still want to run a law firm or run your own business. All the schools that Sir Joseph built is for him. They're not free school. All that thing are lie. If anybody build a school and tell me that you pay $50 Liberian to go to school, you're not learning nothing. Because most of them know that when they leave office, they get something to rely on. So let them go do the private work. Let's bring somebody who is genuine. Victoria is qualified, and I will tell you she's better off than Sir Joseph. Not because she don't have the money like Sir Joseph. They are stealing money. Stealing money. They got money from the time Ellen Johnson. You must know how long the people been stealing money. Go back and look at all the work of Sir Joseph from District 13 all the way. So promises. Sir Joseph don't even have a house. Oh, let me tell you, Sir Joseph just start building a house in Liberia. Sir Joseph got in Sierra Leone. Sir Joseph just started to build a house in Dwazo. Sir Joseph spent all the time to what the people say in Congo town at La Lagoon. I think that's where he usually be at. Sir Joseph was using and this papi chief of patrol in New Georgia estate. Yes, so Sir Joseph them make their money just for themselves and just to keep themselves in power. And Solomon George, he need to go. He admitted that they didn't do nothing. He blamed president. We are president. We ain't do nothing in district, but he the one received the money. He need to go. Acleve Elder need to go. Thomas Fala, Paul, Mo Ali say he was running District 5. They go and give him my money because I was trying to support him. But he not running again. So if I'm going to send money to him long time, all the people that give money to Mo Ali for District 5, he finished eating it. And, you know, all this, we need to get them out. District 16, Dixon Sibo, go look in Nukuta, nothing he did there. All these projects collecting for nothing money. For nothing money. Milton TJ, damn corrupt, but he going for re-election in Sano. The people will vote for him. Abachie, Une Sano, or CPP candidate, and Abachie is rich. Abachie playing two different ways. He bought all the pickers for UP, and he was CDC. And Abachie in Grand Crew, the people broke it. They will vote for him. They will vote for him. If the CPP candidate win, they're fine. But Abachie not afraid to spend money. almost like and the speaker sending money to his district in Maryland. You need to get him out. Buffer Chima is a disgrace. He's nothing for the last 12 years, my people. Why? Eh? But you won't fight Yeke because Yeke challenged President Weah. You're fighting Yeke. You're fighting Yeke. But Yeke is good for you. Take a side. If you lose, you lose. You won as an independent. Take a side. Or just stay by yourself. But you go to UP program. You come to CP program. Then you go to Mr. Bwaka program. Now Mr. Bwaka push you on the bus now. That your uncle. Boto Kane. That her uncle. We supported her. She decided to go back to her root, to go to her uncle. But when Mr. Cummings was giving her the money, Mr. Cummings was not Congo man. When Mr. Cummings took his hard-earned money and gave it to Boto Kane, when they arrested a luscious store and they put her in jail, that time Mr. Cummings was not Congo man. But because now that uncle in the race, she gone to her uncle. When Medela Cooper was saying that Mr. Bwaka sick, he should leave. He you ain't get vessel, but you call rescue auntie. That your girlfriend, baby man, son man, Gono, Labro, baby man. You got two President Weah baby man with you. Eh? They all say information will not come out. And you all say will not come out. You think this thing address right dress? You think that when you ever get to me? No. No. This election, President, we are making the election about you. Our Liberian people, President Weah is a sitting president. We need somebody to go against President Weah. President Weah don't want to go against CPP. So the strategy here is I will not talk about CPP. I will be talking about UP. I will make the election about UP. So even when you look on all the things, they're making the election about UP, then UP attacking CDC, so they win nothing. Allah, we catch you. When you're feeling beating each other, one of you will die before the time end. I'm not talking about physical death. Before you say, I won't kill the woman. One of you will drop. One of you will have to drop. Either President Weah don't make it to the second round, or UP don't make it to the second. Them will make it to the second round. One of them. Let me make you understand. Maybe you don't know. These two parties, one of them will make it to the second round. Either CDC will make it to the second round, or UP will make it to the second round. Two of them can make it to the second round. For your information. Today, if you're thinking that two of you will go to the second round, that means two of you will not even make it there. If you start to think that two of you will make it to the second round, don't be surprised that it will be Mr. Cummings and somebody on the other side might make it to the second round. Oh, money, you lying. That one is not impossible. It's not okay. Nothing is possible until it is possible. You don't have the future. You don't know what happened tomorrow. But one thing I know, you, two of you, you're not good. One of you will make it there because you're the one people looking at. But two of you can make it there. One person will go to that promise. One person. And if you put Mr. Cummings with either them or any one of them, Mr. Cummings will have a landslide victory. When yes, Joey, oh, you bring Mr. Cummings if finish. You know, President, we're gonna be talking behind closed door. You know, gonna be talking. Even Jefferson Koji, they can attack Mr. Cummings because they don't have nothing to say. They can't debate the issues because it's a simple thing. You went and brought books for schools, but you won't divide a book during the campaign time. What sense it make? They will take it. They will vote against you. 5 years, you sit here, then you won't fool the Liberian people. Then you say we shouldn't talk. No. By the time you get the books, we'll go there. Everywhere President Weah enters, when he leaves, we arrive. By the time President we are that is whole, let me tell you now, y'all will not go nowhere because we will follow every campaign trail. Sando will arrive in Sando by the time you leave from there. You go to Grand Jide, we will arrive in Grand Jide by the time you leave from there. Any county you go to, Mr. President, we will follow you and tell the people you in anywhere in Monserrado. If you go to District 1 today, our rally will be the next day. If you go in there on this, our rally will be there on the 8th. If you go into Cape Man on the 10th, our rally will be there on the 11th. Me, I'm not hiding from y'all that they playing with Gaia too. They see where you're playing, that they say the child who said they will not sleep, the master will not sleep. For us, we've been going around. So y'all will be afraid. And guess what? We spray. By the time UP go to District 2 on the 7th, Charlene Bronsky will go to District 2 on the 8th. Mr. Weir go to Cape Man on the 15th. Mr. Cummings will be there on the 16th. Mr. Kuhn, when y'all open up now, let's say I will catch you. When y'all open up, you say on this side, in fact, they won't see your vice president because your vice president can talk. Charlene know how to talk more than them. So anywhere you spread out, we will go after you by the time you leave from there. So that your roadmap will fall in now. CDC and UP. Because by the we saw all your campaign, all your talk is garbage. Oh, Joe, we are today. Joe, we are stealing the country money. Joe, we are travel. Joe, you can't even tell us what Joe we are into. We the one telling the Liberian people the things that Joshua was supposed to do and he never did. You don't tell the Liberian people that Joshua ain't create job because you yourself ain't got plans for job. You don't tell the Liberian people that see yourself you don't have plans for security. All you there you talking is to rescue. And all Joshua are telling you that, oh, you are there for 12 years, you don't do nothing, you won't come back again, you think we're stupid, and look at all. And Joshua lying to you. You can't even counterattack Joshua. Joshua lied to you every day and curse you up. You can't even say nothing to. You can't even ask President. We are show all the jobs that you created because you yourself you don't create any. So I can ask President Weir, how many jobs your government created in the last 6 years? Mr. President, show me what have you done when it came to you say free education. What's going on? Look at what Zogos. Drugs is in the country. No jobs. Our people are suffering. No security. President, we are lying to you that the security in the country is so good that you can even walk outside and people tell you hello in the night by 5 o'clock and you can't even argue it because you yourself, you don't get no plans for that. Business people struggling. You can't ask President Weir, Mr. President, the money you promised the small business. President Weir last say he gave the money to the people. But you can't ask him because you know what? You yourself, you don't got plans for small business. That only Mr. Cummings can ask President Weir, Mr. President, you promised to give the small businesses money. So what's happening? But if you don't do it, I will do it. But UP, they can. Mr. Cummings talk about better infrastructure, light, water, internet. Today, there's no good drinking water in Liberia. We're supposed to we got 3 main pipes in Liberia. We need reservoirs in Liberia to be able to distribute the water. It's so simple. This is not a rocket science. All that money they eating and stealing, they were supposed to do it long time, but UP never did it. So they can't talk to George Weir. But we say we will do it. We got plans for that. As a business, for your business to go and give you profit. That's why we're looking for a manager. We need internet. Why up to now, internet shouldn't be in Liberia? Small country Liberia. Why Lone Star or Cellcom or Orange cannot put internet in the whole country? Impossible. We need it. Of what you're doing to these people, so they don't care. They only concern about Monrovia. because the government is right in Monrovia. If the government was operating out of the place, you're just watching. Some days, Mr. Cummings might operate in a county for a month. I'm telling you some of the things that will happen. Some days will operate, will run the country from Grand G for a week or 2 or 3. Yes. Someday Mr. Cummings will run it from River G. So you will understand why there is no internet there. But when you get the government sitting in one place, what you expect? Mr. Bwaka don't even know the entire money. Mr. Bwaka only leave his house and go to Orade. For 6 years, Mr. Bwaka just went into District 2. After District 2, always voting for UP. They put tie with y'all. They put tie with CDC and UP rhetorics. Bunch of criminals fighting each other. Y'all don't know that the Ome is the obstacle to Liberian problem. Y'all don't know that. Because if this Ome was serious, by this time CPP on a better footing. But because the Ome afraid of competition. When you're afraid of competition, now what happened? Your thing not dress right dress. Your thing not how long you serve. It's how well you serve. Why are people not supporting the old man? Why most of the people not supporting the old? Why Ellen Johnson just gave up on the old man? Because the old man is a backstabber. Look what he did to Paul Costa. After Costa, Costa did everything. Look what he did to Costa. Make contact, showing all the late contact to bring the money. He tried to screw him up. He's screwing up already. Look what he did to Ben Yure. Until Ben Yure confused, shame. He just gotta go to CDC. Costa gotta come home. Just go. You support who you want to support. And some of the COP people going around talking about money. They will get them money for put. What the hell is that? Everything Costa said was true about the woman. The woman caught her speech. The woman put people against Costa. He put people against, yakking people against everybody. Just because he said, if I would dance with the devil to win, I'd rather dance with the devil. Well, when you dance with the devil, you get what the devil wants. You will receive it. So I will say this again. The UP people continue to, they say there's a fundraiser going on in Minnesota, which there's no fundraiser. The Ome coming. In fact, let me show it to you. Let me show you because I didn't want to waste my time. Let me show you the poster that I took from on the site. Let me show you the poster. Oh, somebody sent me something like good information. I mean, CSF. I just seen it. I'm going to show you the poster that they put up. This is the poster here. You see it? They say Minnesota people, Joseph Newman Bwaka Sr. is coming to town. Here's it. They say Diaspora Campaign Collaboration invites you to dine with Rescue One. His Excellency Joseph Newman Bwaka, date and time, Saturday, July 29, 2023, 6 p.m. Central Time. Venue, Marriott Northwest, 7025 Northland Drive, Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. VIP $500, regular $100. They got all the telephone numbers, everything there. So how can you say you plan this program for next? Nobody in Minnesota is aware of it. I'm not the one who put this thing up. It was on the class reload. I took it from the website, from their site. You see it? And I Joseph Boakai is. They say $500. Yeah. $500 for VIP. $500 for VIP. You see the $500? Okay. $500 for VIP. So I'm not the one who put this thing up. And Allah, Mayo Clinic is one of the best in America. Presidents from around the world, important people go to the clinic and surgery. And Dick Cheney did a house surgery. He was up. You just got to rest. Nobody said that 2 weeks. You think they don't know? You remember one time they said the woman will go. You know, you're going to forget. Yombli Kanga at the Senate when they were talking, when she and Jeremiah Kuhn went there. Oh no, the woman take a rest. We will do the campaign. Let the woman go. Let the woman go and rest. We will do the campaign. At the same time, the woman also come to the States. But somebody jump on and say, Henry Costa won't kill the man. Henry Costa won't kill the man. Hey, my people. You ain't true that boy fell. But it's good for him. He learned his own lesson. Now he said, I learned my lesson, yeah. I just got to recalibrate and see what I would do. But the next leaders of Liberia, yeah, you won't see again. Look at it, look. I mean, innocent people. Look at it. Yeah, when you see good leader, you know, yeah. Yeah. When you see leaders, you know. And guess what they both doing? And you see, I got a picture. Like a present picture here. Then UP stay going around and carrying Mr. Boakai 2017 picture. Mr. Boakai 2017 picture is the one they carry. You know, and sometimes people try to use when you young picture. You know, some people don't know who that person is, but that's it right there, my people. So the woman coming for a surgery, they think all in Labrador, they won't get there with me. For those who cost me, you cost money on my post, I will cost you. Indirectly, but you not notice that costing you. And in fact, I got to call Victor. So Victor ideas. I know Victor has sued. Victor sued about 4 persons who came under his post and costing up. And he sued them and he won some money. So I think I will talk to Victor Jones to tell me which type of post you can sue. Because if I put a post up, Joseph Boakai is not your father, out and you come under my post and you insult me, you cursing me, you calling this, you won't go, you can put it on your page and curse Mr. Cummings, not your business. Listen, you don't do it. Stop it. You can go and put your post up and say whatever you want to call Mr. Cummings, it's up to you. But you going on another in the inbox, putting yourself on record. It's wrong, oh. I can take you to court. I can bring the law against you. I am not running for office. Joseph Boakai, he's a popular man. He's a public figure. He won't use taxpayer money. It is my right to ask him. Everybody going to die. I might die tomorrow or you yourself. So you nobody to tell me what will happen to me. You are nobody. You nothing but a toothless bulldog. You nothing but a damn way. You know what I'm saying? You nothing but a swine. You know what Guru say? You're suri, eh? You know what I mean, eh? Okay. Please. You want to post? You want to make your comment? Make your comment. You don't need to cost me. You don't need to cost me. I'm saying it, oh. I'm saying it. Don't say I say it. Because you know what I call Victor Jones for? Victor Jones called me today and said, but Gerald, you get plenty of money sitting down on the time. I said, what are you talking about? He said, my man, I put my thing up there, some people start cussing. When my wife myself were talking, some people come there, they cuss me. I just take the post, screenshot it, and take it and sue them. He said the first one I ate $5,000 from her. One again, she stay begging for. I said, why? So I start looking. I'm looking at the post today. You're coming on people post. You're calling people. Yeah, you're go to your. I'm not talking to you. You're forced to reply to my post. You're forced. Some of you, you're so stupid. You can look at fire and you go inside. Mr. It's all on the internet. You don't know that Mr. Bwaka have record on the internet. You know that when Mr. Cummings, when they give it to you, you think who carried Mr. Bwaka to the hospital? You know, one of my good friend called me, but I will not call his name. He said, you know, in this country they got right to privacy. I say, I beg you, man, stop me like that. You think who carried Mr. Bwaka to the hospital? That Henry Costa. Who you think called the doctor? That Henry Costa. Who you think got the power Anthony? That Henry Costa. Eh? Then you say, whatsoever. He's a public figure. He's a public figure. They talk about Joe Biden sick here. They talk about the other person sick. They talk about Donald Trump sick. Then Joseph Bwaka, who can talk about his sick. Yes, we know the man sick. Jeremiah Kun happy. Prince Johnson happy. All of them happy. The only person not happy that the other one who depending on Mr. Bwaka. So Jeremiah Kun came in to give the election to President. You don't know that. You don't know that President and Jeremiah Kun is a real citizen. I see you, man. I talk to you later. Bye. You people, you go to hell. Let me tell you the real truth. Shit you can do.